Check 1, 2. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gorlocks Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanek, and thank you so much for tuning in. April showers are bringing windy hours here in Sauget, Illinois, but it's not anything the Gorlocks ain't used to as they look for the sweep against the Eureka College Red Devils. On the bump for the Gorlocks this afternoon will be Carter Hunt as he faces off against Andrew Zimmerman to start us off. The 1-1 is fouled back. Carter coming into this one with 48 1/3 innings pitched, the tune of a 3.72 ERA, 50 punch-outs. Currently sits at 4th in the overall numbers and for innings pitched in the slack as there's a fly ball into left field. Getting under his hearts and an easy grab. Those 50 strikeouts, also 5th in the slack for overall numbers. With one gone, up steps Connor Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick came in to pinch hit in game 1 for Eureka. As he chops one to the left side, Hippis grabs it. Tough throw. We'll get him. An excellent play by Reed at the hot corner, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, number 16, Noah Company.
He had to wait for that high bounce off the infield turf. Threw a dime over to the first baseman, Matthew Lanier. And on the first pitch he sees, Company grounds over to second, but the ball is lost by Lanier. So the inning goes on. Be ruled as an error on Lanier at first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 40, Grant Hackney.
Nearly a very quick inning for Hunt as the baton is passed off to the cleanup man, Grant Hackney. First pitch skied out of play. Well, Hackney went hitless in the second game. Clubbed one over the right field wall for a homer in game 1. It's one of 2 homers Eureka hit yesterday. Gorlocks, despite scoring double digits in both affairs, did not hit any as there's a ground ball over to Lanier. Carter covering, but Matthew runs over and makes the play himself. Despite a mishap at first, it's a clean inning for Hunt as we head to the bottom of the frame. We'll be right back.
Leading off for Webster, number 11, James Theodore.
James Theodore stepping up first. Theodore had himself one heck of a doubleheader after the Gorlocks scored 13 runs in the first 2 innings. All starters were pulled for their reserves. Not before. He went 2 for 2 in game 1, went 4 for 6 with 2 doubles in the second. The 0-1 grounded up the middle, should be playable. Going to make a tough throw and get the out. You always got to hustle when Theodore's racing down the line, and Wesley was able to do just that.
Number 40, Braden Trissel.
One gone, up steps Braden Trissel. On the mound for Eureka in Game 3 is Ethan McDonald. McDonald over 29 1/3 innings. He's pitched to the tune of an 8.28 ERA, 27 punch-outs. Trissel shows bunt, but it goes to the backstop. Talked a bit about it yesterday. Pitching has not been a strong suit for Eureka this season, but they did lose some key players. Mike Dunn received second-team all-conference honors for the Red Devils after a .331 batting average, .476 slugging as a hitter, and 33 innings on the mound, 6.27 ERA as a pitcher. Also lost Colton Yanish, pitched 43 1/3, 5.4 ERA. The 3-1 is given a ride to left center field, but the wind will hold it up. An easy run in from West.
Now batting for Webster, number 9.
Likely the windiest day we've seen here at Arsenal BG Ballpark this year. Blowing back in at the batters. It's sprinkled right before first pitch. While there are some darker clouds in the area, hopefully this game can go on as Mosier sends a bunt over to third. Smith, throw to first is in time. Smith continuing his defensive dominance at the hot corner from yesterday. As he sends us to the second, score remains 0-0. Wesley takes to the plate for the second. First pitch to him, we fly into left field. A long run in a Bad spot, but ranging in towards the bullpen is Hartz to make the grab. So he gets a round of applause from his bullpen guys. 1 pitch, 1 out for Carter. Up next is Josh Friendon. First pitch will find the zone. Friendon did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader. Playing at first this afternoon. And the second game went 1 for 4. The 1-1 is in there. That pitch hits him. On a 2-strike count, Hunt loses his batter. Gives up a base runner. Following this series, the Red Devils will face off against Wabash tomorrow. Then finishing their series off at home against Marantha. Who they beat 32-0. In their previous matchup. Craziest part is they didn't even hit a home run. Total of 7 extra base hits. A lot of that was due to walks. 13 walks in 6 innings to the Eureka batters. All runs went in as earned to the pitchers as well. After giving up 25 hits. The 2-1 to Cooley. He's given a ride to center. Theodore takes about 10 paces back, and he makes the catch. Currently the record conference plays for Eureka is 1-13, but a lot of the tougher opponents out of the way. Obviously this is the final game of the 3-match set against Webster. Just came off a series loss to Greenville, but did take 1 from them. Swept by Spalding and Lyon, who are number 2 and 3 in the conference. This conference is still anyone's between Webster, Lyon, and Spalding. Very interesting to see how that play out, especially with the final 2 series for Webster against both of those teams. The 0-2. Fouled off. Smith was certainly the player of the day for the Eureka Red Devils yesterday. 1 for 3 in game 1, went 2 for 4, game 2 with a homer and a double. The only 2-hit game, and looks like getting caught flat-footed, and the tag is made. That'll end the inning just like that. As Friendon gets caught up on the paths, we head to the bottom of the second, score 0-0. Dalton Groves leads off the second. Groves has played behind the dish in every game this weekend. Came in to catch for Wroblewski, who's not in the lineup today after running gingerly to first. We hope he's all right. Andrew Zanakis taking a spot as the DH role. There's a strike. Now, while Groves has played every game behind the dish this weekend, he only played about 2 innings, game 1, and just a few more in the next one as he lines one to right for a base hit. Right past the diving glove of Wesley at second. So Webster gets their first base runner of the match. Reed Hippis will be up next. The rest of the season is going to be a toughie for Webster, as we mentioned, those final 2 series, the biggest of them all. Lyon with the hot start they've had. We'll face them on senior day, excuse me. Final series of the week, but right before that, Spalding at Spalding. It's always a tough trip to Louisville. You gotta love this time of the year, though, for sports. March Madness just concluding. Conference play in both college baseball and softball. And obviously the Masters concluding this afternoon. I believe heading into final tee times today, McElroy and Young in the lead for that tournament. Maybe we call this game like the Masters. It's a windy day here in Sauget. Players have been adjusting all afternoon. Runner takes off, but it'll be fouled. The Gorlocks did excellent in the front 9 yesterday. And game 2 concluded with an even better back 9. And Hippis goes down swinging. Can you imagine that?
Now batting, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
Ryan Hartz coming up, went 2 for 2 in game 1. Really making sure Groves stays honest at first. Dalton has only stolen 1 base this season. So not sure if he has much intention of taking off. Unless Coach BK decides to call for a hit and run. That one's drilled into left. Now will get down for a base hit. Groves holds up at 2. And Webster goes station to station. Matthew Lanier up next. First pitch is in there. Lanier got on base in all 3 of his plate appearances yesterday. The 0-1 is chopped up the middle, a high chopper. Getting a glove on it, throw to first in time is McDonald. An excellent play to salvage what could have been a disaster. But that'll move both runners over for Andrew Zanakis. Both runners will be going off the crack of the bat. First pitch. It's grounded to the right side. Should be doable, and it is. Stepped on first to end the inning. The Gorlocks leave two stranded. We head to the third inning. Score remains 0-0.
Correction, 13, Camden Smith.
Camden Smith leading off the third. He'll get a new set of balls and strikes as he sends one to the kid zone. Brendan, who got hit by a pitch in the last inning, got picked off at first. Down the count, 0-2. Smith staying alive. Mentioned earlier, Smith, the only Red Devil to record a multi-hit game in yesterday's doubleheader. Smith making it a quality at bat, but still down 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and miss, strike three. Gets him chasing the high cheese. It's Carter's first punch out of the day. There's one gone for Montrez West. Shows bunt, places a nice one down. Groves fields it, throws to first, and in time. What a play from Dalton Groves behind the dish. Nice low pick at first as well by Lanier. There's two gone for Andrew Zimmerman. Blank slate ahead of him. First pitch. In there. Next one, shot into left. Hart's a diving catch. It's a 1-2-3 for Carter Hunt with some nice defensive plays by the Gorlocks defense. They send us to the bottom of the frame. We'll be right back. Gorlocks still looking for their first run. Talon Hutchings leading off the third. Webster was not held scoreless. Back-to-back frames with their starting lineup out on the field as Hutchings drills one into right center, and that'll get down and go all the way to the wall. Hutchings going around second. He'll hold up there, and it's a leadoff double for the second baseman.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 11, James Theodore.
I keep bringing it up, but a freshman has earned his spot in the starting lineup. He's been excellent in conference play, and that's when he started getting his first starts. He usually came in as a defensive replacement late in some games, but again, he's earned that spot at 2 as Theodore lays down a bunt. Only play will be at first. Just barely getting him. Push over Hutchings to third.
Shortstop, number 40, Braden Trissel.
One gone for Braden Trissel. Braden, another guy you have to look out for on the bunt. See the corners playing in. He can also hit it a long way, though, so no matter what, good sacrifice opportunity. Trissel, another freshman in this Gorlocks lineup. Earned SLIAC Hitter of the Week honors a few weeks ago. Comes into this one batting .327, .980 OPS. Carried by that .558 slugging percentage. The 0-2 upstairs. Hutchings is over at third in conference play, slugging .681 with 8 extra base hits, 3 of them going over the fence. The 1-2, show and bunt, but it's fouled back for strike 3. 2-strike bunt is unsuccessful.
Now batting,
while the Red Devils can breathe a sigh of relief, that still leaves Adam Mosier up to the plate with 2 outs. Mosier went 4 for 5 yesterday. First pitch is in there. He also got hit by 3 pitches. So overall, reached safely in 7 of his 8 plate appearances. But the count is 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A big punch out for Ethan McDonald. Keeps us knotted up at 0. We head to the top of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. Connor Fitzpatrick up to the plate in the 4th. First pitch to him will be high. He drills that one to right field. Will the wind keep it up? It will. Just barely caught at the wall by Mosier. That one had homer distance. Just goes to show you how hard this wind is headed back at the batters. Ball was barreled. Intense out for Hunt. One gone for Noah Company. Gorlocks will head over to Franklin College for their final non-conference matchup of the season. A 1-game set. Their final three series at Principia, at Spalding. Senior day against Lyon. It's a grounder over to third. Hippis throws to first, is in time. Eureka dugout. Trying to call Lanier off the bag, but a nice stretch. Gets the second out of the inning. Both pitchers have been making effective work on that pitch count. Just 31 for Carter. Through 3 2/3. for McDonald, 29 through 3. Hackney trying to get something started for Eureka. Down the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's another 1-2-3 inning for Carter Hunt. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Score 0-all. Webster's still looking for their first run. Mentioned in the last inning yesterday, they did not go back-to-back frames without one on the board as this one skied in foul ground. And a fantastic grab by the first baseman, Frendon. An over-the-head grab. Gets a big first out. As I was saying, it's the Webster starting lineup that didn't go scoreless in back-to-back frames yesterday. As the subs for Webster came in the 3rd. That one's grounded up the middle, and that'll be another hit for Reed Hippus. Hippus has recorded a base knock in all 3 games against the Devils. Up next, Ryan Hartz. First pitch, downstairs. First at bat, Hartz showed one into left. See if he can replicate that here. Pitches inside, delayed steal from Hippus, and he fools the middle infield. Cooley recognized it, but Zimmerman and Wesley were not covering second. So free pass to scoring position for the third baseman. The 2-0 swung on, fouled out of play. The 2-1. Good take. Hartz has clubbed 3 homers in non-conference play this year, still looking for his first against a SLAC opponent. Obviously today, the toughest day of them all here in Sauget to hit one out. Especially if Hearts pulls it. The wind blowing out from left field. McDonough brings the count to full. Man on second, one out. Here's the payoff. That one given a ride to short, backhanded, throw to first is in time. A fantastic play by both Zimmerman at short and Frendon at first. Frendon reading the hop, stepped back. And Ethan Wielt's coming up to the plate. He's replacing Matthew Lanier. That ground out from Hearts moved Hippis over to third. Back-to-back innings with the first run just 90 feet away for the Gorlocks. The first pitch to Wielt will be on the inside. Ethan Wielt currently 7th in SLIAC play, batting average, sporting a 409. The 1-1, big swing and a miss. Smaller sample size than a few other players in the conference, but still impressive numbers nonetheless. The 1-2 hit out to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Another one just past the glove of Wesley, and the Gorlocks strike first.
Now batting, number 41, Andrew Zanakis.
Andrew Zanakis will try to keep the inning going. Andrew has the dugout going with his walk-up song. Haven't seen one like that since Zach Goodman just a few years ago. The 0-1 is ripped to right field, going back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone! A two-run shot from Andrew Zanakis makes it 3-0 Webster. We were just talking about how hard it's going to be to hit a homer today. Zanakis shoves it right back in my face, 98 off the bat.
Number 0, Talon Hutchings.
And the party goes on with Talon Hutchings. Places down a bump, but goes off his cleat. The 0-1 ripped to left field, and that'll get down right in front of the left fielders. Keeping it in front of him, though. Good feel him by West. That was the first homer of the season for Andrew Zanakis, the Eureka native. It's not his first homer in his Gorlocks career, though, as he set one near that same spot in right field in the conference championship game against MUW last season. We'll have a mound visit from the Eureka staff. No one yet warming up in the bullpen, though. But so far, McDonald's been the most effective pitcher against this Gorlocks lineup. But trouble has been brewing, and this inning goes to show it's 7 hits, 3 runs on those hits. First pitch fouled towards the bullpen. Theodore currently leads the SLIAC in conference batting average by a wide margin as Hutchings takes second. Good read on the bobble. And it's not even close either. A .525 batting average over 59 at-bats. Behind him is Zach Johnson of MUW sitting at .457. The 1-1. There's another hit to the tally. Hutchings being waved around. Play at the plate will not be there. Theodore heads into second, and it's 4-0 Gorlocks. An aggressive send from Coach BK, as he's been doing all season. And yet again, works out for Webster. All 4 runs coming with 2 outs. And Trissel has the speedy Theodore in scoring position. And obviously with 2 outs, he'll be running on the crack of the bat. The 1-0 is shot into left, and it'll hold up just enough for West to make the catch, but the damage has been done. A 4 spot in the bottom of the 4th gets the party going for Webster. We head to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back. Red Devils for the first time today playing from behind. As Hunt enters his 5th inning of work, that one laced into center. Theodore tracking it and makes the grab. Making it look so easy out there. That was a tough spot. He took an excellent route. It's a no-fly zone out in center. There's one gone for Josh Frendon. Grounder over to second. Throw to first is in time. I was about to say, I cannot count on one hand how many first pitch outs there have been for Carter Hunt. 2 pitches and 2 outs. There's a blank slate for Nate Cooley. First pitch. Taken low. Through 4 2/3, he has 36 pitches. He's just been so effective on the mound. Came in to pitch 3 on Tuesday against Blackburn. So not on a super quality rest, but still dealing as the 2-1s popped up in foul ground. Groves heads towards the Eureka dugout and he'll go out of play. Poor Eureka fans screaming as the ball headed right towards her. So the count's 2-all. Looking for another 1-2-3. Here's the pitch. Does he hold up? Yes, he does. Cooley brings the count to full. It all starts with just one base runner. No one on, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. Taken to the turf for ball 4. A great plate appearance from Nate Cooley. Gives the Red Devils a base runner.
Number 13, Camden Smith.
And a great hitter up. Try to get something going for Eureka. First pitch taken downstairs. Chopped foul. Game 1 of this doubleheader, Greifeld went 5 innings, gave up 0 hits, and just 1 base runner on a walk. With Shane and Colin finishing up the job. Then in game 2, Colt Armbruster in for 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 7 punch-outs. Nearly matching Greifeld's 8. With Wes Carter and Kendall Horton combining for the final 4 innings. 2 hits, 1 earned run. Smith staying alive in the count, 1-2. But it tips into the mitt for strike 3. Another 0 spot for Carter Hunt. When we head into the bottom of the 5th, we'll be right back. Gorlocks looking for some insurance as Adam Mosier gets hit by another pitch. Fourth hit by a pitch of the series for Mosier, but hopefully it wasn't too painful for him. 76 on the inside. Not that I would want to be hit by a 76-mile-an-hour pitch. But a base runner on for the Gorlocks. Dalton Groves up next. Groves all around has just been such an excellent hitter for the Gorlocks. Early in the season when the bats were struggling against non-conference opponents, Groves shined bright. As Mosier takes off for second, throw down, will not get there. Gets his 18th stolen base of the season. His overall numbers very impressive, a .391 batting average. Over 1,000 points on his OPS, nearly 600 slugging. But I think the most impressive number has been the strikeouts. Over 92 at-bats this season. Struck out just 5 times. There's a foul ball. Eureka dugout was calling for him to throw to 2. But that'll be strike 3 with a second strike 3 bunt attempt.
Number 19, Reed Hippa.
So that's his 6th strikeout of the year. Obviously not how you'd want to get that one. With one gone, up steps Reed Hippis. Runner takes off again, high pitch, no chance. Mosier traveling the world, putting himself at 3rd on back-to-back stolen bases. Representing the 5th run of the game for Webster. The 2-0 fouled off. Corners playing in on Reed. Another foul tip. I think I see Elijah Rampala Matthews warming up in the bullpen. The 2-2, given a ride foul. Eli, who was the 3rd starter last season for Webster, has assumed a relief role and has filled that role excellently. 3.72 ERA overall over 29 innings. And with his experience as a starter, he can pitch a good amount of volume for Webster. His conference numbers have been even more impressive, over 13 1/3 innings pitched at 2.7 ERA. Here's the 2-2, taken low and away. Sub-1 on his whip as well. Obviously the one problem for him has been the walks, 9 walks to 8 strikeouts in conference play. So man on 3rd, 1 out. Here's the payoff. That one driven up Broadway for a base hit. The Gorlocks score in back-to-back frames. That RBI single by Reed Hippis. 101 off the bat.
Now batting, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
Ryan Hartz back up to the plate. One for two today. First one, a nice block by Cooley. Cooley saved a few pass balls. Wild pitches yesterday. A lot of Gorlocks runners on the paths. So they try to keep Hippis honest. Over at first, not a bad idea. He's already stolen one base today. The 1-0. Tipped off the foot of Hartz. Painful foul ball. The 1-1 chopped to the left side, glove by Zimmerman. Throw will be short to first. So it's an infield single for Ryan Hartz. As Webster goes station to station.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 30, Ethan Wheels.
Ethan Wheels up next. Pinch hit RBI single his last time up, but before that happens, we looks like we'll have a call to the bullpen. As Ethan McDonald's day is done. Very clean first three innings. Eureka will head to relief, and we'll be right back. New man on the mound for the Red Devils, Kenyon Martin. Inherits two runners on, facing Ethan Wheels. Martin has the most appearances on the mound of any Red Devil. It's been on the rubber 11 times now. Over 13 and 2/3 innings, 8.56 ERA. Trouble for him has been the walks. 15 walks to his name. And he nearly clips Wielt. The 2-1 in the turf. Andrew Zanakis stands on deck. We had a homer in his last at-bat to really open up the scoring for Webster. The 3-1 given a ride to right field, and that'll get down for a base hit and go all the way to the corner. Everyone will hold up at each base as they were waiting to see if it fell. So no run scores on a long single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 41, Andrew Zanakis.
So Ducks are on the pond for Andrew. The first pitch fouled right back. You can see Coach BK was having an animated discussion with Reed Hippis over at third. Following the single from Wielt. Zanakis down the count, 0-2. Gonna have to battle back. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. Well, Martin has walked quite a few. He's also struck out 13. Strikeout would be big here. The 1-2. Fly ball into center. Could be in no man's land. And an over-the-head grab from Zimmerman. There will be no play anywhere as the front two runners advance. Wielt holds up at first. And it's a sac fly from Andrew Zanakis, and it's 6-0 Webster.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 0, Talon Hutchings.
So with men on the corners, Talon Hutchings will come up to the plate. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. First one grounded over to second. Should be doable. Toss to 2, and it's in time. So that'll end the inning, but the Gorlocks add another 2 to their lead. We head to the 6th frame. Don't go anywhere. Folks, we've got ourselves a rain game. First of the season here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Starting to come down now in the 6th. As Eli Rampala Matthews is the new man on the mound for Webster's. Carter Hunt's day is done. 5 scoreless and hitless innings for him. Nearly matching Greifeld's line. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Count 0-2 on West. The pitch from Eli in the turf. One, two, fouled off. Last year, Matthews started 11 games. Had a great year, pitched to the tune of a 3.91 ERA. Took home third team all-conference honors as a starter. 46 strikeouts to 17 walks. And in his senior season with Webster, he's been moved into the relief role, to which he's adjusted very well. As we mentioned, the main problem has been the walks. 17 walks and 9 hit by pitches for Matthews, but he picks up a K on Montrez West. Good start to the relief appearance for Rampala Matthews. It'll be interesting to see how the rain affects both pitchers. It was not raining like this with Hunt on the mound. Clouds starting to bring it down in the middle of the last 2 innings. The 0-1 to Zimmerman, grounded over to second. Hutchings throw to first is in time. 2 quick outs for Eli.
Now batting, number 6, Connor Fitzpatrick.
Eli is one of a few 4-year members of the baseball program. He's been great all throughout his time here. Career 3.53 ERA. Even going back to his freshman season, over 12 1/3, pitched to the tune of a 2.92 ERA. Career 105 strikeouts. 1-1 swing and a miss. Looking for 106. Fitzpatrick is down the count, 1-2. Here it comes. In there, strike 3. A backwards K on Fitzpatrick. And it's a 1-2-3 for Eli Rampala Matthews. He sends us to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. After a 1-2-3, the Gorlocks will lead off with their 1-2-3. James Theodore up first. Trying to keep his multi-hit streak going as he grounds one over to third. Throw across the diamond is in time. Big first pitch out for Kenyon Martin.
Now batting, number 40, Braden Trissel.
One pitch, one away. Trissel up next. Another one foul-tipped and foul ground. Next conference matchup for the Red Devils will be at MUW. Final two series of the year will be versus Blackburn and at Principia. The 0-1 skied out of play. MUW, a very solid year once again, 11-5. Upset Spalding in last year's conference tournament. And have all but locked their spot in this year's. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Two down for McDonald.
Now batting, number 9, Adam Mosier.
Trying to stop the Gorlocks scoring in their tracks. After a 4 and a 2 spot put up in the 4th and 5th respectively. Adam Mosier try to keep it going. First one goes around. The 1-0 taken away. Mosier currently the reigning SLIAC hitter of the week after his performance against MUW last weekend. Collected 7 hits, 4 homers, 3 of them coming in a 4-6 domination against the Owls. But he goes down swinging, and Martin takes care of the side. We head to the top of the 7th, score 6-0 Webster. Paula Matthews to his second inning of work. Gorlocks hold a 6-run lead over the Red Devils. His company takes a big hack at that first pitch, but no dice. Ground to the left side, go just foul. Company has grounded out and into an error today. Just one of a few base runners for Eureka this afternoon as he goes down swinging. It's another punch out for Paula Matthews.
The designated hitter, number 40, Grant Hackney.
Grant Hackney up next. Came into this series with some very solid numbers. 395 batting average in conference play. It's 10th in SLAC. 3.45 slash line. The 1-1. Chopped foul. The sun's starting to shine a bit for the first time today. Peering through some overcast clouds. Still the field covered in shade. The 1-2. Grounded up the middle, charging in is Trissel. Throw to first is offline, but the tag is made. Nice job by Wheel to get off the bag and make the out.
Number 4, Duel Wesley.
Last chance on the inning will be Darrell Wesley. These Red Devils hitters have had absolutely no answer for the Gorlocks pitchers today. Let's see if Wesley can get something going for Eureka. The 1-0 foul tipped. One given a ride foul. Wesley, just a sophomore, batting .303 over 33 at bats. Here's the 1-2 in the turf. Groves getting his reps back there. Might as well with no one on. Again, reminder, Groves has caught in all 3 games of this series between yesterday and today. The 2-2 will find outfield grass. And Eureka has their first hit of the ball game.
First baseman, number 21, Josh Brendan.
Hopefully not too late for the bats to get hot for the Red Devils. So up next is Josh Frendon. Still facing a 6-run deficit. And would love to start a 2-out rally here. The 1-0. Drilled to left. It'll be at the Gorlocks bullpen. Always love when line drives or ground balls are hit over to the bullpen, watching them scatter. You never know which direction they're going to go. Some charge forward and hug the wall. Others jump right over into the grass in front of the kid zone. Some stoic as ever, stay put. The 1-1 grounded over to Hutchings. Throw to first, offline, but able to reach out and make the play as wheeled. So that'll end things in the 7th, despite the Red Devils getting their first hit. Nothing coming across. They've got 2 innings to score at least 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Webster trying for some insurance. Could end the game early if they pick up a crooked number. The 0-1 going off the backstop coolly. Martin has done a great job of quelling the Gorlocks bats in his relief appearance. No runs given up through 1 2/3. Just 1 hit. The 1-2 over to second. Toss to 1 is in time.
Third baseman, number 19, Hippos.
Second batter of the inning, Reed Hippos. Hippos 2 for 3. First pitch taken wide. Scored both the times he was able to get a hit. Hippos, another player that really earned his spot at third. Not only has he done a great job at the plate for the Gorlocks, but defensively, he's been a monster as he drills one into left field, going back, and watch it fly. A solo shot for Reed Hippos makes it 7-0 Gorlocks. Hitting the brick warehouse out in the left, 102 off the bat. Second homer of the game for Webster. Joining Xenakis in the homer party. It's a clean slate for Ryan Hartz. First one grounded over to short, backhanded by Zimmerman. Throw to first is in time. Zimmerman's made some solid plays at short today.
Now batting, first baseman, number 30, Ethan Wheels.
Wheat will try to tack on another run. First pitch, swing and a miss. Wheat clubbed a homer against Blackburn on Tuesday for his first of the season. The 1-1 sharp hit finds outfield grass past the diving glove of Camden Smith, and the inning goes on.
Now batting, number 41, Andrew Zanakis.
Andrew Zanakis came in as a DH for just his second start of the season. And made the most of it with a two-run shot out to right in the fourth. Talked about it earlier. It's his first homer of the season, but not his first as a Gorlock, as he homered in the SLAC championship game en route to a tourney sweep for Webster in the 2025 season. Today he's replacing Nick Wroblewski, as looks like Martin got issued a pitch clock violation. So the count is now 1-1. We hope Nick Wroblewski's all right, as he's been a key contributor to this Gorlocks offense in conference play. Ball foul tipped into the glove. Count 2-all on Zanakis. If he's able to get on base, the winning run, Talon Hutchings stands on deck. The 2-2 drilled to right field, but that'll hang up just enough for Connor Fitzpatrick. But Webster tacks on another thanks to a solo shot from Reed Hippis. We head to the top of the eighth, score now 7-0 Gorlocks. It's an even taller hill to climb for Eureka. Just one step forward with their first hit of the game in the 7th. Brings in 2 steps back as a solo shot from Hippus increases their deficit to 7. Eli Rampala Matthews in his 3rd inning of work, facing the 7-8-9 of the Red Devils order. It's the second pitch, skied into center, getting under his Theodore. It's been some solid contact from this Red Devils lineup, but nothing's been falling in the outfield. Theodore has spelled trouble for the Eureka hitters out in center and no fly zone. Out there's Camden Smith is up next. Not seeing much going on in the Gorlocks bullpen, so Eli may go all the way. So there's a big hack from Camden. Down the count, 0-2. He's going to have to battle back. Here's the pitch. Taken away. Eli, certainly one of the most intimidating pitchers in the Gorlocks staff, standing in at 6'6" on the mound. The 1-2 drilled right at Hutchings. His fastball topping in the low 90s, but obviously for a hitter that can look a lot faster when you have the wingspan that Eli does. The 0-1 sky high into left. Hart's calling it off and making the catch. So it's another 1-2-3 for Elijah Rampala Matthews. And the Red Devils have 3 outs to score 7 runs. Not before they give one more chance for the Gorlocks lineup. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Second baseman Talon Hutchings leads off the 8th. Eureka to even have a shot in this one. Needs to prevent the Gorlocks from scoring 3. Martin facing the 9-1-2 of the Webster order. Don't let that fool you. Any part of this lineup can hurt you. Hutchings, who's batting out of the 9-hole. Conference numbers are ridiculous. 362 batting average. Nearly 700 points on his slugging as he does just that, drilling one to the left, and that's a ground rule double. The freshman keeping up his hot bat. Getting his third hit of the day.
Now batting, number 11, James Theodore.
James Theodore back on. First pitch taken high. He's 1 for 3 today with a sacrifice. As he flies one out into right. Should be playable, and it is. So that'll likely end his 7-game multi-hit streak, but still collects one.
Now batting, number 40, Braden Trissel.
This game represents his 21st game in a row with a hit. With one out man on second, up steps Braden Trissel. First pitch inside for a strike. Trissel, one of just a few players in this lineup looking for his first hit of the day. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Cooley keeps it in front of him. Hutchings wisely stays at second. Sun starting to peer out even more from the right side of the ballpark. The 0-2 taken downstairs. One-two count, runner takes off. Throw down is in time. The throw beating Hutchings by a few strides. It's a 2-2 count. No one on, 2 outs for the freshman. Here it comes. Staying alive. Check swing, foul ball. Count remains at 2s. Looking for even more insurance heading into the 9th. Here's the pitch. Down low. A good AB from Braden. Giving Martin a run for his money. Full count. Here's the payoff. Popped up. Shallow outfield. Getting under it and making the catch is West. So that'll do things for the 8th. Gorlocks leads 7-0. Red Devils have just 3 outs to start a rally. We'll be right back. It's a tall task for Eureka. They've been held scoreless all game and have 3 outs to score at least 7. New man on the mound for the Gorlocks will be Colin Johnson, trying to shut the door on the Red Devils once again. He came in during game 1, pitched the final inning, but did give up 3 hits and 2 runs. So the Red Devils have already had a good look on him. As he faces the top of their lineup with Andrew Zimmerman. The 2-1, can't find it. Shout out to Elijah Rapala Matthews as well. 3 innings, only 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. And the first batter will walk for Johnson.
Right fielder, number 6, Connor Fitzpatrick.
Connor Fitzpatrick stepping up next. The lone hit for Eureka today has come off the bat of Wesley. Batting out of the 5-hole, may have another chance to come up to the plate. That one's tipped into the mitt. One-one, chop to the right side, wheel gloves it in foul ground. So a 2-strike count on Fitzpatrick. Zimmerman retreating back to first. Just looking for outs. The 1-2. That one high fly into left center. Hart's getting under it and makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 16, Noah Company.
No wiggle room now for the Red Devils. Got to get some sort of rally started. First one in there. And that hits him. Company will take his base.
Designated hitter, number 40, Grant Hackney.
Cleanup man Hackney stepping up next. Hackney clubbed a homer in game 1. First pitch clips the outside part of the plate. This is the Red Devils' first time seeing a southpaw on the mound today. The 0-1 hit towards third, tapped there. There will be no play anywhere else. Hippus gets the lead runner. And the Red Devils down to their final out.
Number 4, Durrell Wesley.
And it's Durrell Wesley. As we mentioned, the only Eureka player to record a hit today. Needs to get on base to keep this one going. First pitch is skied into the lot. This is the final home series for the Gorlocks until they play Lyon during the Senior Day festivities. The series starts on Friday, May 1st. Swing and a miss on the outside part of the plate. Wesley down the count, 0-2. Johnson trying to shut the door. 2 men on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. A good take. Wesley not fooled. Gorlocks looking for another sweep. Here it comes. Liner, and the game continues. As Wesley still with the only hits of the ball game for the Red Devils, tallying his second of the day. And with the bases juiced, up steps Josh Frendon. Frendon was hit by a pitch early in this game. First pitch swing, high fly into right field. Could be in no man's land, a long run in, and a diving grab from Adam Mosier to end things here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. Final score, 7-0 Gorlocks as they record the sweep against the Eureka College Red Devils. Thank you so much for tuning into the Gorlocks Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanek, and have a fantastic night.